Okay, how many of y'all want to see me do a 2-year clipper review on these clippers? I've had these for about 2 years, and I did a review a year ago, which was great, but I'm thinking about doing a 2-year clipper review on my experience with these clippers and how they've held up in 2 years. Let me know. What's up, everybody? It's your man, I Do a Barber here, and as you saw in the little clip there, this is my cordless clipper review 2 years after the fact. I did a poll on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, it's be right here or right here somewhere, probably right here. It's at I Do a Barber on Instagram. I do these polls in the stories about upcoming YouTube videos and any suggestions people may have, but the majority wins here, and I'm a man of the people, so I've got to give the people what they want. So about a year ago, I did a review on the Cordless NVLIs, the Slimline Pro LIs, and the Super ZR2s. You can see that video right there. So I've actually had these clippers for about 2 years. So this is my 2-year review of these clippers. Now I've seen barbers, and of course you guys know, barbers out there that are watching, or even parents that are curious about product, or if you're just curious about the product. Plenty of barbers do reviews, whether they're clippers, whether they're hair products, whether there's like some sort of equipment. There's plenty of reviews. I do reviews, but I haven't seen anyone do a 2-year review after the fact, or a very comprehensive, thorough review after using the product for an extended amount of time. So here's my review on these cordless clippers. Of course, the Slimline Pro LIs, the Cordless NVLIs, and the Super ZRs. But before we get into that, if you have any interest in any of the products you see in this video, I will leave links to them in the description below. I will also leave a link to Shop Amazon, where you can shop for any other clippers that you want to buy that you don't see within this video. But let's get into the review. Now, first clipper, let's talk about the Andis Super ZR. So as you saw, I have 2 of these. When I buy clippers or things like that, I buy either in bulk or I buy things in 2s, which is why I have both of them. Now, but let's talk about this one, because this is the one that I've actually had for 2 years. I love the Supras. They're actually awesome. When I bought these, I was thinking about buying either the Octanes or the Supras. The thing that put me over the top, over the Octanes, was the fact that they have this adjustable speed. So as you can see the lever, and it goes up and down. I absolutely love that feature of the Supras, and that was one of the better selling points. Another thing I loved through the life of this was the ergonomics of the clipper. A lot of the weight, if you notice, because the battery's down here, a lot of the weight is down there, but I actually hold the clipper in this position. I don't hold it back here and fade like this. I more hold it like this. So it's almost like the perfect counterbalance for me. That is just me. For those of you who own this, or are thinking about getting it, or have felt it, you could probably vouch for that when I say that. One thing that has happened to me with my Supers over the span of me owning them is this. And it's gonna be kind of funny. And if anyone has had this problem and has had a resolution, has contacted Andis, or even Andis, if you're watching this video, please explain to me why this actually happens, because I have no idea why this happens. I never actually researched or tried to go and look any further into it. It just happens and it just went away. But I'll explain. So when every once in a while, rarely, and it hasn't happened in a while, I would turn the clipper on, and this green LED indicator right here, it would either flash red or yellow. I couldn't remember the color because it hasn't happened so long, but it would flash and the clipper would not turn on. It wouldn't make any sounds, it would just flash. So as I would switch it on, and then it would flash. The resolution that I found to it was simply turn it off and turn it back on, and then it would just go back to working like it normally does. There was one time that happened where I turned it off and turned it on 3 times, and it flashed that indicator at me. I was slightly worried, but after the 4th time, and of course, when this happened, I was actually doing a haircut, so I didn't really have time to worry about the nonsense or research it. I actually kind of forgot as well, but it just never happened again. If, like I said, if anyone knows why that happened or has had a resolution to why that happens, let me know in the comments. One thing that I've done with my Supras to kind of, I guess, help the lifespan and longevity of the clipper is I would grease it. So you see, I took this little piece off that goes right here, that comes off, and you will notice that this little rubber piece. You'll notice when you buy I think it's rubber. Yeah, it feels like a rubber or plastic. But this piece, you'll notice when you buy the Super ZRs that you'll get an extra one of these. I haven't had to replace it. I've heard that over the time you'll have to replace it. I haven't had to replace mine. But what I would do is I would put grease in there. You could probably see that. Let me turn it on. You can see that thing spinning in there. And you have to actually grease that. And I notice when I don't grease it for whatever amount of time, that it sounds a little bit louder. Once you put the grease in there, it actually silences the clipper quite a bit. Another thing I was told that you would have to end up replacing is this little bracket thing that attaches the metal blades to. And I haven't had to replace it. I heard over the lifespan of it, really I've heard with most detachable blade clippers, you actually have to replace this after a while because it just loses its tension. I haven't had to do that, thankfully. And both of those parts, if you guys are curious, both of those parts are pretty cheap. So it's not like it's an expensive fix. It's a few buck part if you just go to a supply store, really easy to replace, and it's no big deal. But as far as that, in my experience with the Supras, I love it. A lot of people, and me myself, I had concerns about the battery life, seeing how it doesn't have a detachable battery. And I noticed the Oster Octanes do have a detachable battery, and the new Supras have one. And I know you might be wondering, why don't I just get the new Super ZRs? I'm just gonna be honest. Why do I want to pay $300+ for a new clipper when I already have two fully functioning clippers? It just doesn't make sense to me. But Andis, and like I said, I've contacted Andis about sending me a pair to review. Andis, please send me one. I love Andis product. You saw I have it. I'm Andis nationed out. But the battery life, for me, I haven't had any problems with them. They say it's about a 2-hour runtime. I haven't necessarily tested that theory fully, but I haven't seen any battery lag or battery drop. But like I said, I haven't necessarily tested that theory. I have run these to where the indicator runs yellow, and that's more of a warning as to the battery's getting low and to charge it, but I've never run them fully down to the bare bones. But overall, if you think about getting this clipper, it's a good buy. All right, now the second clipper, let's talk about the Cordless NVLi. The Cordless NVLi. Now, if you guys have watched Bing this video, you will know that I put the wall surgical blade on there. So you see that, boom and boom. This says wall right there. You see that? It says wall, surgical blade. See, pretty simple, right? So in that video, I did the swap. I'm using the wall guards now. Primarily I fade with the blades, but lately I've been using these quite a bit with the wall guard system because that wall guard system is so good. It's like dummy proof. I said this in another video of mine that if you fade with wall guards, your fade should come out good because the wall guard system just makes it that easy. I'm just gonna be honest. If you're fading with a wall clipper or wall guards using the wall guard system, your fade should come out good. There's no excuse. But with this clipper, I've noticed with this wall surgical blade that the single magnetic guards, I actually like them a lot more with this blade on it. It's a little bit tricky with that other guard, but let's talk about the clipper. Overall, the clipper is great. And I actually give this clipper credit for me using this partial credit. I give it partial credit for me using detachable blades because what happened was I ran this clipper to the dirt, to the bare bones. It died on me. And in saying that, it keeps a charge, it keeps a strong charge through its lifespan. So you can cut and then boom, it'll just shut out of nowhere. You won't have any power lag or anything through the life of the battery. That's if you just drain it down. They don't really recommend that. But I didn't have my charger with me when that happened and I had my Supras. So then I was like, let me do this. And then it actually turned out, wow, I actually like fading with the detachable blades better. So credit to the NVLIs for me fading with the detachable blade clippers. But this clipper is good, nice power. Of course, if you buy this, won't sound like this. It will sound more like this versus. Now, the only reason for that is because I put the wall blade. So if you see here, this one has the bevel blade, this one has the wall surgical blade, and the sound is vastly different. So if you listen, NV blade, wall surgical blade, NV, wall, NV, wall blade. So has two totally different sounds, and it just is what it is. But the power in these are good. You know, they have a few different versions. As you see, they have the Andis Nation editions. They also have that Supreme version of it. And they actually make a corded version. If you guys are curious, they make a corded version of the Envies. It's actually pretty nice. They have even more power than these. So if you guys really like the Envies, you can get them in the corded version. But overall, if you guys know me or follow me on Instagram or have spoken with me in the DMs or in the comments, you will know I go hard for these Envies. I represent with the Envies. I absolutely love these things. These are my joints. I swear and die by them. Envies all day. So you can say what you want. I'm team Envy, I'm team Andis, so it is what it is. Let's talk about this Andis Slimline Pro Li. These little Slimline Pro Lis. A lot of people claim these to be the GOATs. A lot of people claim these to be the best trimmers or cordless trimmers, whatever. There's plenty of other cordless trimmers out there. I mean, look. Wall has the retro T-cuts, they got the cordless detailers, the Andis T outliners, the cordless versions are out, Babless has their new ones, and the list goes on and on. But these, in my opinion, they're great. I like them because they have that little small blade, but I also don't like it because it has a small blade. However, you could do a little hack to them and put the regular T outliner blade on them if you choose to do that. I didn't choose to do it because I didn't want to mess up the clipper, and I actually like them for this reason. But the thing is, reason why I say it's a sort of a con that it has this little small blade is because if you're trying to bald someone out, that can take forever. These do have some power, some nice torque, but it can take forever trying to bald someone out. So I don't recommend you balding people out with these, especially an entire head. Just think about that. This blade is tiny versus a T outliner blade. You can cover more ground with the T outliner blade, but I always tell people, don't bald out with your trimmers. You just, why put that extra strain on your trimmers? Why dull out your trimmers? Just get a pair of balders, or if you have a detachable blade clipper, buy either the 5 through the triple out blades and just use it that way. They work much better, much more efficient. But with these, I've balded out with these for quite a bit, haven't had a problem. The blade on these are pretty much the same from when I bought them. I had to replace one because the tooth chipped, but outside of that, these are great. A lot of people, when they bought these back in the day, even when I bought mine a few years ago, I was a little bit worried because a lot of people were complaining about the switches and some other little issues. I luckily have not had a problem with these, with those issues that other people have. Maybe they fixed them, or who knows, maybe they just got bad clippers, I don't know. Maybe I got good ones, I don't know. But I love them. You can cut with the cord or without the cord, just like the Envies. And unlike the Supras, because the Supras, if you look on the back, has those little prongs to plug into the thing, but these are great. Absolutely love these things. They're still kicking strong. If you hear them, well, they're both on, so probably the intensity is much more. See, you probably hear that, and you hear that. But these are great. They feel the same way they did as when I bought them, as far as the power, the way they cut, the way they bald out if I need to. And they're absolutely awesome. I love these clippers. I absolutely love the Slimline Pro Lis for that. You know, they're perfect for kids. And if you get these set correctly, they can hit for you. And both of mine are modified and set. So I absolutely love these. And there's not much more I can say about it. I mean, look, I can try and praise these all day, but you guys will think I'm like an Andis fanboy, which you guys probably already think I am because I have pretty much Andis everything. Andis, holler at me, stop playing. You know, send me them Super ZR2s, come on now. That's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys found this 2-year review helpful. Like I said earlier, all of the products that you see within this video will be in the description below. I'll have Amazon links to that. I will also have the shop Amazon link so you can buy anything else that you want from Amazon. You want to buy some cleaning products, you want to buy a new bathrobe, whatever it is, your man I Do has got you. So don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it for anyone who you think might be curious about buying some clippers or just interested in this review. But I'm gonna get back out of here, you know, go try and cut some hair. So it's been your man I Do a Barber signing out. I will holler.